Micklabear Games.
Hello everybody and welcome, I'm Micklabear, welcome to Mick Games, and today is another pickups and room improvements video with maybe a little bit of gameplay to wrap it all up. So, same old, we're gonna go through half the pickups, then I'll show you what improvements I made in the room, finish the pickups, then we'll hit some gameplay. So let's dive right in. There's I think about 15 or so items I picked up over the last few weeks, and let's get straight into it, starting with a PlayStation 4 pickup of Steep. £3 at CEX for this extreme sports extravaganza. It's one of those games that I'm just going to sort of drop into, have a little go on it and see what it's all about. But for £3 on the PlayStation 4, I think it's a nice addition to the collection. We're going to stay on PlayStation and go to... No, we're not, because we always leave N64 till the end of the video. And of course, Project Reality is in full swing. I'm firing through those pickups, ticking them off the list, and I have 4 here to show you today, starting with Bomberman 64. As well as Bomberman 64, we also added Wetrix, local CEX pickup. Again, I don't know too much about this game, but maybe I'll hit you with some information right about now.
Wetrix is a unique and underrated 3D puzzle game released for the Nintendo 64 in 1999. The main objective here is to build and shape the terrain to contain falling water droplets. You can raise land to form walls, create lakes, all while dealing with threats like bombs, earthquakes, and fireballs, which can destroy your structures and cause floods. The gameplay relies heavily on physics, making it both strategic and unpredictable. With its original concept, quirky style, and surprisingly deep mechanics, Wetrix still holds up today as a very good puzzle game.
My next N64 pickups come courtesy of Ross over at Bawhawhaw on YouTube. This man knows his stuff about video games. He plays more games than anybody else I know. Good, bad, indifferent, it doesn't matter. He gets them played, he makes some great content. I'll leave a link in the description below. Go and have a look at his channel. It's some good stuff. But I've been speaking to him over on Discord, thanks to the Retro Ghetto's Ghetto Gang Discord, which we're both a part of. And he did me a fantastic deal. I put the word out that I was going for full N64 set, loose carts. He's done me a fantastic deal on 2 pickups, which include Cyber Tiger, Tiger Woods golf game, which looks pretty fun. I'll have it. Looks like one I might actually play, and the infamous Superman 64.
Superman 64 is widely considered to be one of the worst video games of all time. Developed by Titus Interactive, this game puts you into the role of Superman as he flies through endless rings, rescues civilians, and battles glitches more than villains. Plagued by clunky controls, poor graphics, and a confusing storyline set in a virtual version of Metropolis, Superman 64 became infamous for its frustrating gameplay, lack of polish, and it cemented its legacy as a legendary flop in gaming history. Yes, this is a terrible game, but when you're full set in the N64, you have to collect the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this one is bad and ugly, let me tell you.
So happy with that. 4 more games ticked off the list, which I'm going to add to the N64 wall, the wall of 64, which I tell you what is coming along nicely. It's nearly full, and we're going to start getting to that point where it's not just a case of throwing every sports title up there. We're going to start curating and putting the best titles up there. I know people say there's no good games on the N64. Well, there bloody is. The bloody is. I'm telling you. There is. Okay, let's show you some other things. So I found a Facebook Marketplace pickup. My wife actually bought this for my birthday recently, and it was, I think I paid £5 for this. It is The Legend of Zelda manga box set. Now, this thing contains manga for Ocarina of Time, Four Swords, Minish Cap, Link to the Past, Phantom Hourglass, The Two Oracles, and Majora's Mask. And I picked these things up because they have some absolutely beautiful artwork in them. And I just thought they were a nice sort of conversational piece. Of course, they're manga. They open the opposite way. And will I read through these at some point? Probably. I was hoping that they would be coloured, but alas, they're not. But just look at the amount of artwork that's in these. The amount of work that's gone into these is phenomenal. And yeah, I'll be having a flick through these, and I'm a big Zelda fan, so to add something that's not, you know, directly the games, and it's more a conversational piece, a unique item, and to find it on Facebook Marketplace, it is an official Nintendo product. It has the official Nintendo seal, and yeah, not something you see often, so definitely had to jump on this when I found it. And yeah, I'll be finding a nice little spot for this somewhere in the room. Sticking with Nintendo, let's get Switchy. Really still enjoying collecting for the Switch. I managed to find a game I don't often see in CEX for a very good price. I think it was £10, and that is Super Epic, The Entertainment War.
Super Epic The Entertainment War is a fast-paced, classic Metroidvania-style game. Developed by Undercoders, this quirky little title throws you into the role of a raccoon riding a llama on his mission to take down an evil video game corporation. That's right, you heard me right, raccoon on a llama. I'm sure in your many years of gaming that's exactly the protagonist you've longed to play as. Well, here's your chance. This one is set in a dystopian future where mobile gaming has brainwashed the masses with free-to-play mechanics and endless microtransactions. Super Epic serves as both a fun, retro-inspired adventure and a sharp commentary on the state of modern gaming. The combat in this one is fast and combo-driven, with upgradable weapons and a variety of unique abilities to unlock along the way. But here's the twist. Super Epic doesn't just parody mobile games, it actually includes real-life QR codes that lead to mini-games you can play on your actual smartphone. Blending a gameplay experience across multiple platforms is a clever, fourth-wall breaking way to do it, and if you love classic 2D adventures, have a soft spot for video game satire, or you just want to be a damn raccoon riding a llama taking down an evil empire, then Super Epic might just be the game for you.
Let's keep the train ticking along, and I'm going to do 5 more games, then we'll have a break, and then we'll finish the pickups off. Starting with PlayStation 3, Fear 3. I own Fear 1 and 2, and I have yet to play them, but I hear they are very good first-person shooters with a psychological twist, which makes them a bit unique compared to everything else on the system, this being the 3rd game, and I've heard this is one of the better ones in the series. I have been looking for this for a little while, and when I saw it in my local, of course, I had to pick it up. Next up, UEFA Champions League 2006 to 2007. I am a sucker for an old football game, and you better believe at some point on the channel, I'm probably going to come up with some way to play through these games to win a trophy. And what's bigger and better than the Champions League 2006 to 2007 on the Xbox 360? Yeah, this came out just before FIFA changed and really became the big dog. I think it was FIFA 08 where they changed the engine and everything, and that's when they really started to push on and kick on and get away from Pro Evolution Soccer. This was just before that, in the 2007 era, but still should be a fun time, and I will actually play that. Again, this was, I think, maybe like £1, 50p, something like that. 2 more 360 games I've picked up. I've picked up Ryzen and Ryzen 2 Dark Waters. I don't know much about these. These were games I sort of picked up off the shelf, had a little look on the backs, and thought, you know what? This could be a bit of me. The only thing that has put me off a little bit, I've just noticed, the first game says here, over 60 hours of immersive open world gameplay. I've got over 1,000 games in here. I can't be spending 60 hours playing one game. I've got so much more to play. But they are intriguing. They do look good. I'm glad to have them. I think there is a third game as well. But yeah, if you guys have played these, you let me know what they're like. Is it worth investing 60 hours into? I'm sure there'll be somebody out there that will know. Leave me a comment down below and let me know. Right, last pickup before the break. Xbox 360 again. And we are talking Super Street Fighter 4. I have never been good at fighting games. Tekken is my jam. That's the one I go to. I play it with my wife. She absolutely kicks my arse with martial law, doing that little overhead kick that he does, just spamming it. I hate it. But I do enjoy the game. I like Tekken. Street Fighter in general, I do own a couple of the games. I've never been good at them. Fighters for me are like real life fighting. It's a discipline, an art form, and you have to invest time to get good at that, to show off what is a real skill. I'm a button basher, and if you ever see me play something like this, that's exactly what I'll be doing. It might come across that it looks okay. I'm a button basher, but I've got to open my mind. I'm spitting at you. I've got to open my mind and play things that I don't usually play because I'm spitting again. I can't help it. But I need to open my mind and play games that I don't usually play because there's going to be fun to be had there. So yeah, that's half my pickups for now. Let's take a little break and have a look at what improvements I've made in the room this week. Hello everybody, and it's another day, and that means another job in the games room. It just never ends, does it? So recently I extended the wall of 64 and I'm very happy with how that looks. Today's job is all about wood. Nice wood. No. Okay, so trunking hack for shelves. A lot of people will use cable trunking, hence the term trunking hack. I've always been a bit different, buck the trend, and I actually use these thin slices and slithers of wood which you get from B&Q. I think working it out, it's slightly better value, but if you think I've gone and bought 4 of these over time, I'm going to save that little bit of money, and if that can get me a £1 game from CEX, then maybe I've actually won at life. Who knows? But the shelves at the back have all been done. Ready to go, all been done. These small shelves here, which sit either side of my desk, have not been done. So that's what we're going to do today. It shouldn't take too long. It's literally just a junior hacksaw, cut to size, measure up, and stick them down with some grab adhesive. Now, herein lies the problem. I'm thinking that this area will be my switch area. I like having the red spine sort of in the back. I was going to say in the back shot. Back shots is a whole different video. We don't need to talk about that. Having the switch games behind me when I'm filming at the desk is a look I kind of like. So yeah, I'd like to have that. But a switch case is doesn't quite have the depth of a standard game case. So that means when the trunking goes down, it doesn't go as far back for Switch games as it would for other games, which I have. You can see Wii U leads into Wii, and then there's a bit of Nintendo DS, Game Boy, etc. So what we're going to have to do I pre-plan? And at the moment, this is not all the Switch games I have. I have more pickups down there. As always, the room's in a mess. And I am really enjoying collecting for Switch at the moment, and that collection is going to grow, and grow. So I think for now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to count how many Switch games I have to go on, because I think I can only get maybe 4 more in there. I think I've got more than that. But this top shelf definitely will be to switch length. And then I'm thinking I'll just do standard length for the rest down, because having a standard one is not the end of the world, because I can bring a switch one, I can put another piece of wood in front of that if it becomes a switch shelf. I have another one over there which I will preemptively, I'll show you, I don't know why I'm just pointing, let me show you. There's another one over there that needs doing. I'll preemptively put the wood into those, stick my wood into those. And at the moment that's got DVDs in it. I don't collect DVDs, but I do collect DVDs. So I am collecting video game movies, series and cartoons, right? They're not great, we know this, but sometimes you're just in the mood. If you're playing a game, you want to watch the movie. And sometimes they aren't always available on streaming platforms, so I thought, what better way than to collect video game movies on DVD. It ties into games, and it also means if I go charity shop hunting or looking on car boots, maybe I might have a bit more success than if I'm just looking for games outright. Here's me, look at me swinging wood around here, this video. Going crazy with it. I better do some work, I'm just talking, rambling on. Let's get this job done. That's moist, ready to go. A lot of innuendos today on the channel. Don't need that, do we? There we go, that's job done. There's still a few more Switch games to go in here, and I have actually purchased some more, so at some point I am going to have to modify that second shelf down and readjust. And likewise over here, starting to look a bit better, and we've future-proofed ourselves with the shelves down below. Always nice to have that extra little bit of storage. But again, another job done. And we are back. Yep, trunking all done. Those two shelves over by the desk are looking a lot better. And over time I will fill them up. But I tell you, it's nice just to have a little bit of space, a little bit of breathing room for the collection to grow. But let's get back to the pickups. We are going to Xbox, Xbox One and Series X. Collecting for this range of consoles is extremely cheap at the minute, and I've got to admit, I've actually really enjoyed some of the pickups I've had for those systems over the last few weeks, and that trend has continued. Starting with Thymesia? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Very cheap pickup. Looks like an RPG, but I'm getting hack and slash vibes from the back of the box. So yeah, you tell me, I don't know. Also picked up the Eternal Cylinder. Now, this reminds me somewhat of that EA game from years ago where you created like your own species. Oh, Spore, I think it was. Was it called Spore? It reminds me so much of that. The front box art looks, I think, unique. It looks quite funny. And I think this just might be a bit of fun seeing what crazy creations we can come up with. Not my typical type of game, but like I say, as game collectors, we've got to be open-minded because sometimes you find absolute gems when you're not looking for them. I'm not saying this is, but maybe it could be. And next up, again on the Xbox One, we have the Town of Light, which is it a horror? I'm not sure. It's definitely creepy looking at the back of the box.
The Town of Light isn't quite a horror game, it's more a psychological adventure game. This one is set in a real historical psychiatric hospital in Italy, and you play as Renee, a young woman revisiting the asylum where she spent much of her youth. Through exploration and narrative, the game uncovers her fragmented memories and the harsh realities of mental health treatment in the early 20th century. Inspired by true events and records, The Town of Light offers a haunting, emotional journey that challenges players to reflect on how mental illness was, and sometimes still is, misunderstood.
I've always been a fan of the early Fast and Furious films. I thought they peaked. I thought 1 and 2 were good, fun films. Tokyo Drift and onwards, it sort of got a bit silly. But nothing has quite captured what that first game was like for me, more so than, say, Need for Speed Underground. But on the flip side of it, I think Need for Speed Payback pays homage to it in that criminal aspect kind of way. The story and narrative in this game I actually really enjoyed a lot more than I have in previous Need for Speeds. They sort of felt tagged on. In this, it was the main driving point, no pun intended, that kept me going down that long road to completion. We're just keeping the puns coming here. But yeah, I've actually been looking for this title for a long time. It's common, it's out there abundantly, but it's usually Need for Speed, for some reason, they hold value for a long time. But this came down a little bit and I pulled the trigger, and I'm happy to do so. Am I going to say I'm full subsetting Need for Speed? No, I don't think I am. Because there's going to be some pricey ones on like the PlayStation or something like that. But I will probably collect as many as I can while I can. Moving on to perhaps what is my favourite pickup in this week's video, and that is this limited Aura edition of Metro Exodus. Comes with this beautiful slipcover which has the back of the box artwork on the back there. You've got this nice hard box that it comes in, which then inside a steel book. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. You know how I feel about that on the spine. A nice art book with it as well. And then the game with all the gubbins inside. Again, this was a CEX, a steel. The special edition for regular edition price. And I have to say, Metro Exodus was one of those games pre-release that I had seen. I think it was at like one of the last E3s that they showed it off. That's, shows how far we're going back. And I was actually really looking forward to this. And I did start to play it. It was on Game Pass for a long time. And I did start to play it, but for whatever reason, it didn't quite grab me the same way the first two games did. But I actually think Metro is a good franchise in its own right. Yeah, it gets overshadowed by Fallout, but if I had a choice, to be honest, between the two, I think I'd go Metro, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm going to dive back into the series. What better way to do it than with this gorgeous piece in great condition? Absolutely, I'm not going to say minty, but it's as close as you're going to get. Okay, we've got 3 more left, and they are all on the PlayStation 5. I definitely collect for the PlayStation 5. And these are 3 actual games which I think are pretty good, and I'm going to play for sure, starting with The Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. By all accounts, this is a return to form to the old school formula of Prince of Persia. It's got that modern retro feel to it, and it's supposed to be a very good game indeed, and this is a contender for end of video gameplay, that is for sure. We've also got a game I was really very much intrigued by, that is Dredge on the PS5. As you can see, it's still sealed. It's up in the backlog, this, for me. I really like the looks of this, and I've been hunting for it for quite a while. Again, it's one of those ones where I'd love to have it on the Switch. Just seems like it's that kind of game that fits that system. But I'll take it all day on the PlayStation 5. And this was a pickup from Argos. And I would say definitely keep your eyes out on Argos. Sometimes they have some absolute brilliant deals. You can get games for real good prices. You just got to stay open-minded. I think that's the theme of this entire video this week, is that if you are video game collecting, of course, collect what you want to collect. But I'm sure, like me, you have a wish list of hundreds. And sometimes you just got to go out there, maybe not look specifically for one thing. Don't be so blinded by something, but look at something and go, I have been looking for that, and that is a great price. And sometimes Argos is the answer, and it was for me with Dredge. And last, but by no means least, well, it might actually be least this time, it's Ubisoft, our old friends, coming with us. We're coming at us with Skull and Bones. Again, this was another game I was very intrigued by before it came out. Being a big fan of Assassin's Creed, and in particular Black Flag, I saw how this kind of game could work. And unfortunately, this got absolutely panned by critics and the public alike. It didn't go down too well, and this game absolutely sunk in value. Oh, the puns keep coming. It absolutely plummeted to the depths of the ocean in terms of price, and that was perfect pickings for me to dredge it up from the bottom of the ocean. I'm too good at this game. That was the pickups. That's all my pickups for this week. Some good stuff there. We're getting to that point now in the video where let's play a game. So, what's it going to be? Okay, so we're at that point again where it's time to decide. Now, end of video gameplay, you want it to sort of be short and sweet, about 10 minutes long, really. So having narrowed it down to these 7 games, unfortunately, I think Eternal Cylinder has to say goodbye. I could imagine it being a bit menu heavy, but it might be something I play on the channel fairly soon. I think I'll record myself playing it, and if it's worthy of a video, then maybe that might come out. But for now, see you later. Okay, Dredge. Might be a bit more of a chill game than something that will be exciting towards the end of the video. So Dredge is gone as well. And we are going to remove Street Fighter because nobody needs to see me absolutely suck at that. Okay, we're getting there. Super Epic. Yes, that's out. I don't know, something just told me that had to go. So we are now down to Skull and Bones, Cyber Tiger for the N64, and Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia's gone as well, just because. So it's Skull and Bones or Cyber Tiger. You know what? We're playing some Cyber Tiger. I think it's going to be pick up and play fun. It's N64. It's Project Reality. Let's go! I do enjoy the odd golf game. I've played a few in the past. I feel like this is like a more arcadey take on the PGA, but we shall see. Do we want a quick start or play? We'll go to play. Driving range, stroke play, match play, Tiger Challenge, battle mode, skins games, tournament. I think we're just gonna have a little bit of stroke play. Oh, so you can change outfits, that's cool. There are some other golfers in this as well. But I think we've got to be Tiger in his Sunday best there. And let's tee off. What course do we want? 2 to choose from, Badlands or best of... We'll go for the old Badlands. Let's see what... Okay, so there is power-ups in this as well, it looks like. Okay, so... How... Okay... Well, it's not a bad drive. Well, we've nearly driven the green here. 309 yards, right. Little chip on now. 70%. And we're just short of the green. I don't know how to do power-ups, and I certainly don't know how to do the putts. Why is he doing a little practice there? I think I've absolutely smashed that. Yeah. Okay. A little knee knocker this. Oh! What have I done? Taps it in for a bogey.
Sweet shot.
Okay. So we can do a flyover. The green is there. Is it drivable? Ooh. Oh, we can hit a rocket. Oh dear. Oh dear. Is it going to come back? Oh dear. Oh baby, look at this. Great drive. Brought it back into the fairway. Hey. Oh, a replay. Thought I had to take it again. Look at this rocket. Using every bit of the rough. Bringing it back into the fairway. Like to say I meant it, but 400-yard drive. Amazing. Right. Pin is sort of at the back. I think we just go straight for this. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what these power-ups are. But we'll go for... Is that over water? That one's spin, I take it. No idea what this one is. 91. Is that going to roll up? It is. Oh, it's a beauty. Give myself a chance for a birdie. And we need it to get that stroke back. But putting is difficult. And especially this one. Look at the bend in this. Set it up over here. Oh, I've absolutely smashed it. What have I done? That's a shocker. Right, this looks fairly straight. There we go. Oh, makes the birdie. Par 5. We absolutely take that. I got a power up back for getting the birdie too. Well, we needed that. Level for the round. Okay, this hole goes off to the right. This could be tricky. I think we're going to use this water power up because I can't actually see what's over there. But we're just going to grip it and absolutely rip it and hope if I find water, which I have. Oh, brilliant use of the power up. Walking on water to get this shot near the green. Come on. Oh, just a little sawn off little chip there. Needs to roll up a bit. Yeah, short game's not quite there at the minute for Tiger. It's a long putt, this. Not bad. Decent pace. Give myself a chance. Just roll this in for par. Level for the round. I think we'll just do the front 9 in this video. But so far, I am actually really enjoying this. I think the goal is... I thought I'd be playing somebody, but... obviously not. So, the goal is just to stay... under par if I can. Oh, we're in a bit of trouble. In the heavy rough. Okay. Okay, this is going to need some welly. And it's just got there and it's rolled on nicely. Ooh, little replay there. For a moment, it had me worried. Thought I was going to hit that bunker. Just sneaks onto the green, and the hopes of keeping this round under par are still alive. But what a tricky little... So far, they haven't broke. I mean, why he does that animation? They don't break as much as they look like. Good for pace, but they don't come back in as much as you expect. It's a little knee knocker. But we've got it, and we stay at level par.
Sweet shot.
With 5 to play, can we pick up another birdie somewhere? Let's have a look at this one. So it looks like a par 3. Okay. What have you got, Tiger? What have you got, Tiger? Put a bit of right spin on this. Oh, just too much. Too much chicken on that one. And we're over the back. Okay, so we're going to change clubs. There's a little skunk here to the left of me. What's he doing? Pitching wedge. It's just showing me coming up a bit short there. Is it a little bump and run with the 9-iron as little skunky? You better watch out, son, because you're nearly in the way. Oh, what an absolute disaster with the bump and run there. Let's hopefully we can do a bit better with this one. A lot of breaking that. We are giving up shots here. This is actually an important... much more important putt than we think, and I've left it short. Oh, Tiger. Double bogey, 2 over for the round, 4 holes to bring it back. It's not looking good now. We're going to play sensible here and just put this one slap bang in the middle of this first fairway. We've got away with absolute murders there because we've just made it into the rough. Really short there. Got away with it. Okay, let's have a little look. Pin at the back again, so if we put a bit of the old spinny Rooney on this, give it some welly. Oh my god, it moves in the air. What is that power up? That's a hindrance, not a help. Crazy Cristiano Ronaldo knuckleball here. Absolutely floating in the air. How are you supposed to control that? I don't know, but I suppose if you're in real trouble, that could get you around a right angle. Oh, again, this was a tricky shot last time. Oh, and I don't really have anything that's gonna get me up there from the looks of it. 9, 8, 7. We're gonna bump with a 7 here. Oh, good shot, Tiger. Lovely bump with the 7. Gives myself a chance. And I drained it to keep par. What a rescue. Great up and down there, Tiger. 3 holes to go. Need some birdies. Need some birdies. Oh, this is a tricky one. Right, we're going to aim a bit down the right of this, just to make it safe. Give it a little extra. And just hold. Hold the fairway. Hold. Hold. Oh. Oh my word, it's just held. For a moment there, that looked like trouble. A good shot into the green now, and maybe this could be one of our birdies as we're watching another replay. Which we don't need to see. Is there any way of skipping it? No. I mean, that was close. Very close. Right. So this is pretty much right at the pin. 90. Oh, I've hit this a bit short, but it might be okay. It's got to go. Oh, the bounce has killed us. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. I think the round might be gone. I think that's the shot that's killed it. Ah, Tiger! I mean, I haven't used any mulligans. What's he got here? Pitching wedge. This is saying back of the green. But I'll take a bit off it. Oh, and it has shot through. And this looks like it's going to be a tricky putt. This hole, it looked a nasty one when we saw it at the beginning. And it has proved to be. Yes, plenty of break in this. Yeah, we want to put that about there. Oh, putting is just a bit difficult at the moment, especially on these long putts. They don't move as much as you expect. I mean, this one looks like it moves loads. Oh, short again. Oh, this has killed my round. Massively killed the round. Double bogey again. 4 over, 2 to play. Okay, you've a chance, Tiger. You left this a bit short, I think. Just catch a bit. Oh, it's a bad bounce. Tiger, muscle up, son. This stuff is nasty. Just a sawn off swing again. I didn't get the full follow through. And we are in the dirt once more, and we could be looking at about 6 to 8 over in this first 9 holes. Can we pull off a bit of a masterstroke here with the lob wedge? Tiger Woods, what have you got, son? What have you got, son? I mean, I know I said muscle up, but that's taking the piss. Come on, roll down and on. Nope, short again. What's happened here? We started the round so brightly. Ooh, it's not a bad chip. Left an okay putt. The crowd liked it. Another double bogey. 6 over. Well, this is it. Last hole for the video. It looks tricky, but we'll just try. Got no power-ups left, but we're just going to try with the driver. Absolutely stripe one down the fairway. Stay on the fairway. Just finding that first cut of rough, but a good drive from Tiger. If I can get par on this last hole, I'll be happy, but how quickly the ambitions of the round just went down. Alright, so this is actually staying with a 7. We'll be short. 6 will get us just there, and hopefully we'll roll on. And I've hit this flush. Oh, go on, get on, stay up, stay up. Okay, we take that. It was a tricky shot. Clubbed up, come across it a bit, and luckily just hangs on to that first cut there. And up and down to save. And we're going to bump this with a 9. The short game has absolutely killed me. Chipped on roll. Okay, what have we got, Tiger? Bogey finishes the round, the first 9 holes. Oh, 7 over. That was Cyber Tiger. Good fun, but yeah, need to improve if I'm going to win any games on that. Well, guys, I've been Micklabear. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you've had a good time. I know I have, and hopefully I'll see you again next week, right here on Micklabear Games.